hear from people every day that as we are going through kind of this time of uncertainty, people are looking at their retirement dates, they're looking at their retirement savings, they're looking at their regular savings. They're trying to figure out, where can I save money? You know, a lot of costs are increasing right now, so people are trying to determine, how much money do I have to live, frankly. You know, what is a must-have versus a want-to-have? So, you know, we're all evaluating our income that we have compared to the expenses that we have to figure out, can we save money for an emergency? Can we put more money away from retirement, so that we are in a strong financial position? If you have a goal that you want to retire in X year, it's very important that you have that in place. Or you want to save 5% of what you make, or whatever that number is. If you have that goal, then you're more likely to meet it. You're more likely to take the steps to put the money away, to reduce your other spending, to pay off debt, you know, the things that you need to do. Setting goals gives you something to strive towards, and you are more likely to, you know, meet that budget, to pay off that debt if you have actually committed to do it. You know, if you have a goal to save a certain percentage of money or a certain amount of money, or to pay a particular credit card off, you are more likely to think twice before making a purchase that is not a necessity. You know, awareness, it's amazing how much awareness will change our buying habits. Well, the first thing, you know, as you are trying to create a budget, is to look at where you've been spending your money. So whether you run the previous year's expenses, the previous months, previous quarters, to see what are your normal recurring expenses, then what are the other categories where you spend money, and how much have you been spending there. Then you can determine, is that a normal spending amount, or can I try to reduce that by cutting things that I maybe don't 100% need. And then from there, you know, you've got a really good start on your budget. Well, a need is an expense you absolutely have to pay, whether it is your house payment, your car payment, your grocery bill, your insurance, or just things that you absolutely have to have. A want may be that new shirt or sweater that looks really great. So, you know, as we are evaluating those, we may consider a need that really is a want. You know, we may consider something a need that really is a want. Do you need to buy coffee on the way to work every day, or is there a different way to get your coffee fix? You know, it's just things that you think about if you are truly in the mode of saving and meeting some financial goals.